Hey, Adora. I just really felt like opening the episode that way. Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. We're starting off with a small bang today. We are back at the Ashina Castle outskirts. Let's see, we should be able to take some of these dogs out before we do a plunging attack on this dude. It's a really handy thing about the shuriken launcher, is it doesn't immediately draw aggro, or it doesn't immediately cause an alert state on enemies, even if you launch a shuriken at something nearby. That's a trick that you can take advantage of throughout the game. It doesn't get any harder to do that. It's not often that useful, but just being able to... Oh, I didn't get a plunging attack there. Just being able to take small enemies, small one-hit kill enemies out, like the dogs, before you start an encounter can be so handy. We're gonna give this dude the runaround. He didn't even get a chance to get a shot off, and then creep immediately into the tall grass. And hopefully, because we have the suppressed presence, yeah, that didn't even get his attention, but that should be suspicious to you because this is a FromSoft game, and there's a corner watching over him. So we're gonna sprint, immediately get the iframes of that death blow, and then safely dispatch him too, while this other guy with the maul comes up to maul us. Oh, I don't want to be locked onto the wall. There's a little bit of scrap iron. Just gonna run around. And then we'll fight him straight up. You can see I'm feathering the deflect button. There's not too much of a window where that's gonna get you punished. So for most of the game, you don't actually have to have perfect timing. You just have to have approximate timing and kind of mash the button a little bit, just to make it easier. Of course, getting that more precise timing helps a lot during certain bosses, but if you don't have a mastery of every enemy's moveset, it can work out.
I know. But what choice do we have? Desperate times call for desperate measures. We're in no position to worry about what others might think. Yes, but... Hey. Keep it together, soldier. Keep talking like that, and they'll put you on its detail. And when it's mad, it doesn't discriminate between friend or foe.
They're talking about watching over something, and they keep referring to whatever it is as an it. So it makes it sound like a big, ferocious animal. And now we're in Ashina Castle proper. Or on the path to it, a little bit better. There are two more dudes up there. Remember, it doesn't discriminate against friends or foe. Holy shit, the bull is cool. It lodges the burning log strapped to its forehead as a pivot point. It's so cool the way it moves. Thrashes around trying to gore you with it, or lift you off the ground. But, like, the coolest part about it is just that. It using the inertia and digging that into the ground to pivot. Oh, what a cool enemy! Oh, shit. Now, you can deflect a lot of what it does, but of course you still take the burning buildup through your guard. So I would rather just run around. And then we have another tool to take advantage of. Oh, not quite there. We have that firecracker prosthetic now. And we were told before the Oniwa fight, the Gyobu fight, that animals really hate the combination of bright flashing and the loud noises from the firecrackers. So that's one way that we can get in and actually do a lot of damage to the bull. Also, that keeps happening to me. I keep accidentally, as I'm trying to steer the stick hard left or hard right, accidentally clicking it in for a crouch and stopping short. Oh god, I love this enemy. It's a shame it's just a mini-boss. Also, it lets me see more of the fire effect in Sekiro that I love so much, with all of these individual beautiful embers. Like, the way that log burns is so good looking. Feels like I'm at a bizarre point in my life where I'm talking about, like, beautiful log burning animations in a game. This is its desperation phase, and once it hits the wall, its posture gauge finally breaks. Got another rank of latent shinobi medicine.
Like he's calmed down. What?
But we're not done.
He's still alive. What about the bull? Where's the bull?
Oh, yes! This Mikiri counter is so good. Yeah, so goodbye to the Blazing Bull, and who is this?
Thank heavens. Thank heavens.
For what do you pray?
Oh, you there. Have you heard of the Senpo Temple? The Senpo Temple on Mount Kongo. A very special holy person lives in that place. Go on. Join me in prayer. Thank heavens. Thank heavens.
We've heard of Senpo Temple.
Thank the ghost.
Senpo Temple is where the rats are from. Remember the rats that the Tengu of Ashina tasked us with rooting out. So they are Senpo Temple assassins, we now know. Or well, we know for sure.
I heard you were the one that put the armor on that big bugger from Taro Troop.
Yeah, he was making a stink about it. It was a damned awful job.
But it looks like it paid off, didn't it? He already had a huge frame and massive strength, and you just made him near impervious to blades.
That is true, but he doesn't like that armor. And he sure didn't like me putting it on him. When a fight happens, it might come off easier than you think.
Oh, also the enemy that we just fought gives us another animal for our menagerie. A wolf, an owl, a butterfly, a great gatekeeper atop a horse, a great serpent, and now a bull. Oh, hey, it's Bell Guy. This is another instance where the shuriken toss comes in handy. Especially because we got all of our spirit emblems completely remaxed. Oh, that's not going to work out. So that means we just get to fight him straight up, which is fun. We got our spirit emblems remaxed after we used all those firecracker charges against the bull. 2, 3... Oh, he's stopping at 3. He always does either 3 or 4 of those in a row. Let's see if he does 4 this time. 2, 3. Ah, there's 4. Oh, I'm really glad he caught me. This is a really unique enemy. I don't think you see too many of these guys. So you can stealth kill him if you wait. Whoa, shit. If you wait for him to turn around after you deal with the dogs. Otherwise, as soon as you drop down, they'll just alert him. Okay. You can get a stealth kill if you're a little bit patient. But wow, this is way more fun. Especially seeing him for the first time. Oh, that's not max damage. And I took a hit. Luckily, most enemies actually are really bad at punishing you once they break your posture. Like the vast majority of enemies, it's fine. It's fine if you run out of posture. Some enemies will take advantage. What are they called? The Lone Shadowmen? The purple garb ninjas, like the one we fought in the Hirata estate. They're generally really good about making you suffer for getting posture broken. Most enemies, though, not so much of a problem. Oh, and we have another sculptor's idol in here, along with another memorial mob.
Care to purchase an offering?
Another one.
Where you find the departed, you'll find the memorial mob. We, the impure, cannot turn a blind eye to anyone. Go ahead. Buy an offering.
So there's this dragon mask fragment. Just like there was a mask fragment from the jar salesman who wanted carp scales. We'll find out what that's all about later on. There's something else important we saw, which is that prayer bead for 1400.
May the depart.
And I think, along with the bullfight just now, that gives us another 4 beads. So another health up, and another posture up. And now if we venture even further in, we come to the abandoned dungeon. There's a second route into the abandoned dungeon, so we'll be seeing the dungeon again in a little bit. Instead, we're going to backtrack out, not deal with the dogs or the respawn bellman. And remember when we stealth killed that guy on the right we just passed before, we got a key. So we're going to make use of that key. We're going to come over here. This is another route. Things really diverge from here, by the way.
Master Genichiro is waiting, is he not? I will return to the top of Ashina Castle. Whoa, that reed whistle we used before. This time, I will use it to call on you.
Okay, so instead of going all the way up, which it takes us to a new zone, we're going to go this way. There are 3 or 4 different, completely different branches you can follow from this point on. Instead, we'll opt to go this way. First, we'll pick this scrap iron up and the possession balloon. And then if we take a look down here, this is a familiar looking reservoir. And we're just going to drop here. And this puts us back in a familiar location. With another idol on the other side of the door. This sculptor's idol is the Ashina Reservoir idol. We're back at the beginning of the game. Except now we have a grappling hook. So we can do a little bit more, plus it's a different time of day. Which means different guards. And there's even new things populating the area. Most importantly, this time going through the reservoir, we have a sword. And that's what the gatehouse key is for. It's to get into this locked room. Famed horn spear once used by Gyobu Masataka Oniwa. The horn contracts to pull enemies in, also capable of stripping crude armor. When the horn was broken during the rebellion, Ishin praised it for its splendid shape, awarding Oniwa with cross-bladed spear of Shuzin Tamura. That is going to be our spear prosthetic enhancement. It's almost a shame we can only have 3 at a time equipped. Now we can sneak out into the brush. Did I walk right by someone? Because there should be 2. Yep. He was just right there on the way out. Oh, this isn't going to alert anyone, I hope. Good. Then there's just this guy. I'd rather not have to fight every enemy in that courtyard. Fuck. Are you... I mean, you know, right? Him too. Yeah? Ooh. Okay. This is such an awkward spot to fight them, too. Very, very little room to maneuver around. Which is not what you want in a crowd. Even if that crowd is only 2 people deep. Whoa! Make that 3. We're amassing an entourage. Okay. That's a bad situation. I'm just gonna come over here. Since this is where we want to be anyway, and they're gonna lose aggro sooner or later. Beautiful mountain vista, too. And we recognize this location. This is where we killed the very first enemy in the game down those stairs, and this is where we first found Lord Kuro in the prologue. There's even a remnant memory of him here.
Wolf, you said to me once, do what must be done, but I have yet to discover what it is that I must do. I don't understand. Why was I granted this power?
Just making sure there are no friends nearby. Every now and then, I get ambushed by someone with a spear over here, and I don't know why. But there's now someone brand new. 7 Ashina Spears. Shikibu Toshikatsu Yamauchi. This is a for real spear mini-boss. But he doesn't track you perfectly. That's the downside to enemies with big weapons. We saw that with the bell guy, too. That's an awkward position for him to be in. See, like that. Enemies are not that good at punishing you when you lose your posture. Unfortunately, I fell off the goddamn cliff as I lost control of that fight, as I tried to wrestle it back. And I don't want him to lose aggro. If I do lose aggro on him, I'm not gonna cheese it out and just backstab him again for the kill. I want to finish this second health bar straight up. Oh god! Yeah, I need to regain control of this situation. Yeah, ooh. Yeah, that's not how we do it. I meant to make that a Mikiri counter, and that... I also meant to make a Mikiri counter, but that was a sweep attack. Alright, let's regroup and do this one correctly. Yeah! Yeah. We're almost there. Oh, I'm so happy I grabbed the mid-air deflect. Really can save your ass. Oops. There we go. We got it under control in that second health bar. On our second health bar. And already another new prayer bead. Alright, so anything behind here? No? We can continue back to the direct area that we started the game in and get that item from the very beginning of the game next time. Thank you all for watching. Take it easy. Have a good one, y'all.